Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today is Tuesday, 7th of January 2025. Welcome to the channel Top Notch Investors. We invest into our mind. So that is short introduction. And today I would like to bring one more topic, which I think is really important. And before that, just to I want only to enjoy welcoming to the studio, to a new studio that I set up very very spontaneously, and not and all the things are here working in a good really well. And as you can see, I have all the things are set up in the most easy way. And yeah, as you can see, I have the scenery behind me, and it's you can see the things that is happening outside of my window, and you can see trees and snow and all the nature. And I hope we can help you to help you to start to imagine things, to see how to get inspiration and to get all those essential things for you to have. And let's go back to the topic that I wanted to talk today, and I have been working through. And and the main topic today is how it is important to know our directions, to know our goals, and to know our where we want to go. So to just to have a really a view of to have an image of our destination. So that is a very simple topic, and it can become a little bit difficult, but we should not make things that are simple to make it so difficult. And I'm here to just to explain in the most simple way, and to give all that practical and theoretical knowledge in the simple way, and to also to give a really good easier understandable content. So we should not make from the simple things to difficult. So let's go back to the topic, and the topic is how it is important to know our directions, general directions, where we want to go, and where we want to what we want to reach in our lives. That is the bigger picture of it, and it can be our goals can be smaller and smaller, but we have to keep them that reasonable big enough, so we can thrive and start to get all those things moving. So just to imagine, there are in our world, there are at all kinds of there are at the different kind of levels. You can see the people who are successful, and we can take all those in any kind of the level, if it's very high, medium, or at the lower level. When I say that, you will see that that around us there are successful people, and they are really rare. They are really rare, but we still see them. They appear to us, and sometimes they inspire us. We look at them in a different in a positive way, and we don't understand sometimes how they achieved their goals, and how they achieved all those things. But they are rare, and they are between us, and they can, no matter at which level you are, if you are employee, worker, or or you work for some kind of organization all the time. So uh, so all the time they are between us, but let's put in the numbers. That would be the best to put in the number. So in 100, between 100, if you select the company, the place where you are circle, and it's if you're surrounded by 100 people, you might see between about 5 persons who are really successful, and they are really good, and they do all those things in absolutely mm, in that magical, and they achieve all those things, and they are successful. So just remember, when if you're working for a company, if you are surrounded by 100 people, you might see about 5, and if you are surrounded between 50 people, so you will see maybe 2 or 3 persons, and if you're surrounded between in 25 people, so you might see 1 person who is really successful and is moving toward his goal very effortlessly, and sometimes he inspires and all those things. So between us, we can always see them. They are here. It's maybe it's the internet, or we should see them all the time, and they are very rare, but they are. So so. Probably it's the best would be to bring the example, and because I have to bring the example that is really understandable for everybody, and I have to go to that level that is that everybody knows it, and can really understand it, and actually to understand the whole thing. So I cannot give you the example that from my level, from my circle, from my people, which people are I believe is successful, and which one is really doing so things really well, and because you will not know. So let's move to that bigger picture, and mention those some names, and you will probably it will be the best example. So just imagine into yourself. We have some people here in the list, and maybe I can mix it up, all those things who are successful and who are here, and I have been thinking for this time, for today, and I wanted to get all those examples that are relevant today in our world, and I was thinking I could find only couple of them, and which I can mention it, and those people are really inspiring. So it's probably the most obvious. It is the future president of United States is Donald Trump, maybe Joe Rogan, who is another media actor and spokesperson. Here is another example. Is for example electrical car company executive. It is Elon Musk, and let's put another one, which is, for example, the most famous the most famous investor in our modern world, who is Warren Buffett. So now you see. Now you see how things are here listed. You know, we have a list of the people who are we know them, and we inspire from. We might be inspiring from, but from some of the people we inspire even more, or who. So just imagine the person who has succeeded the most, and all those people here are listed, and they are succeeded at really high levels, and they are so successful. But the one should come into your mind, the most successful, and the one that is most successful he has a very interesting feature, feature, and whatever things he touches automatically people start to believe that it is it it's all the things it makes the money, and so he had so much success that all the people here in the world and think that whatever thing he will touch it will become so valuable and like a gold, and actually and so I will not mention the exactly the name, because I let you for you people who you are watching the video to guess it, and because I already know it, and it's it's I already know it, and I see him, and I admire him, and but I know little about him, but I still he all the time he comes into my mind. So I leave it for you to decide and to guess this kind of puzzle. It's very clear, and you will understand. There is one particular person who is completely it stands out, and anything what he touches, he becomes a gold and the wealth and the prosperity. So. So now we have those people who are successful, and one thing that is one particular thing what unites them is that they know their direction. They know exactly where they are going. They know what are their goals and where they want to be. So we don't sometimes those goals and directions are from the youth, or maybe they develop them according to their to their specific personal character and all those things that they like, and personal and so we know the one thing what we know is that those people really they have really good and the clear direction where we're going. So now let's go back to the another good example, because all those things that we're talking about it in those terms, we have to be to be really well described in that speech that give us a really good clear view and how things are going. So just imagine the place where there is a swampland, and it's maybe uprooted trees, or it's not so really good. Maybe it's a lot of mass, or it's not so in order. And now just imagine how if somebody comes to that place and starts to see the things that can become a reality. So maybe he will see maybe a factory, or maybe he will see that some kind of real estate, or place where people live, and those things. So but the thing what I wanted to point that is it is difficult to visualize all those things, because if you see one thing and suddenly it becomes another thing, it's the process of this is very difficult, and actually it is really hard work to do it and to achieve it. So just imagine we have two places, swampland and all those things. Maybe swampland can be very beautiful and very attractive, but still there is a huge difference between some kind of real estate or people will live and and or a factory or let's put it this way. So something has to be here between all those things. So that is our visualization. So that means that that we have some kind of power of visualization. So we from one particular thing we achieve another. So so we really have to have a really clear picture where we want to be. So it is important to visualize and know. So another so this is how and I should point also another example, because we have already one example, and you can put another one. So and I will explain. Sometimes we have to select that our direction and where we will be. So, for example, that will be really simple, because what kind of life and how, just imagine how your future house or future place where you live has to look like. So you have to visualize it, those things very in detail, to have the whole picture of it in detail, and every detail is important, and all the patterns are has to be visualized, and all the appealing lines and all those things you have to in every single detail has to be imagined, visualized. So it is important to visualize every single the destination, or where the direction where we're going, and or for example, that would be where we want to live. So because there are all kinds of different choices or directions. The direction can be the one, but we have to clearly visualize where we're going, and what is the one that is necessary so you become even more successful. So you should not, for example, visualize the place where you live as a van, because living in the van is not really a good idea for a long. Maybe it's fun to have fun and to travel, and maybe for a week or two, and maybe to test that life maybe for 1 month. But it should not be the one that actually it's a goal, and your visualization to live in that place. So probably better idea would be to visualize the cottage or the house, where you can in every single detail you can imagine all those things, that you have a garden and the roof, and how the things look inside of the house, and that you have a really nice parking place, and you can park the car, and you can cut the grass, and all the trees are growing with grow plums and maybe apples and cherries or sweet cherries, and all those things you have to really visualize in detail, and even to look at how you feel looking through the windows, and all the landscapes maybe, and maybe birds are around, or forest nearby. So you see that how visualization is working here, and it's we have already like a direction where we want to go, and that direction is becoming really attractive to us, and we feel that we want. So now we have a picture of something. When we have we already know where we're going, and now we keep that picture in of visualization, and we can use it for later for when we start to work with our mind, subconscious mind. So it's a very interesting topic, and it gets very in really we go into that very deep, and explore all those things, and they are so it's actually really important every to go through them, so we can use that all those things for our in the future when we need them. So just I might repeat it because some people when we look at them, they come to the one place, and they come to one place, and they imagine all those things, and it passed some little bit of time, and we come back to see at the same place, and we see that they were right. They were absolutely right, and they achieved some kind of result, and the whole process has passed, and this visualization actually became made the things to become true. So what factors bring to the success? So that is very specific things, and what we need to do, and all those factors that are necessary, that bring us to success, they are apparent in all those successful people, and they are the same. They are the same. So let's go through each one, and go in briefly go through them, and we will see what things we need, what kind of factors we need, so that bring us success. So I have to go to the first one, and sometimes I lose the point, but I need to remember. I have prepared them. I already know them in my mind, and I have passed them and have went through them, and have had a couple minutes to think about them on every single one. So let's go to the first one. So the first most important thing to bring to get success, that will be to that we need to bring all the necessary elements that are necessary into our mind, into our subconscious mind. So those things are very simple, and we already know them. We have passed them in my videos before. Just to repeat that those necessary and necessary elements of those are very simple, and we already have passed those. Those one, but I will repeat this. So the process that we have to constantly cultivate the positive mind. We have to do some mental and mental work and physical work and actual work. So we cultivate the positives in our mind. We initiate the process of imagination, and keep us surrounded with positive thoughts and screen ourselves from all those negative things, and we constantly engage into the process of concentration, and we doing so our mental work, and when all the work is done, our subconscious mind is starting to work, and here the process starts of action begins, and the mind gives us all the plan, and we follow through the plan, and we are already on the journey. So it's all the elements are necessary. So we are mental and mental works and non-mental works. Let's put it this way. So we have all the elements. So let's move to the next factor, and the next factor is that we have to have into our mind that we know where we're going. We have to have a really good direction, and visualize that direction where we want to go, and where we like to be in. And it does not matter if it's really our lifetime, very long direction. It can be the medium direction, and it can be a short one. So we have to all the time we have completely have a complete visualization where we're going. And as I mentioned before, that we need to I have mixed up all those things already in I might even have already said all those things, but we have to have a capacity for the concentration, and we have to have a will and effort and enthusiasm, maybe to go through all those steps, even through our mental work and actual work. And when we get the plan, so the next would be the next factor would be to follow through the plan and implement actually the plan and do the works, and so now we have the all the elements here, in all the factors are here, and so now we understand what has brought the success in those persons who that I mentioned before. So so desire, we have to desire, and when we have a desire, when our thoughts can materialize into something that is where we want to be. So I was talking quite some time, and I hope you understand all those things, and it's all that as you can see, all the time I am repeating some things, and we keep moving forward. So so another important thing that for example it's not difficult, it's not easy to have that direction, and we need to have some kind of compass, and use the compass, and because we have to hold that compass, and that compass could be our something, for example, our dream of your thought, for example, some kind of profession you would like to be, and you can use that your thought to move forward, and to where as a compass, and where you want to go. So as you understand, so it is important to have a graphic picture of exactly where you want to go. I'm losing my points and time is running and I still have some things things to say, but I missed some points and but maybe my mind will still come back at in most easy way. So I so we have all those effort, will, and the directions, but we have to mention that that if we will not do some kind of our work, then we will not end at the destination. We will not reach the goal or objective. So we have to really put important that we keep doing our work and do actual work, but right. So I probably that will be to also we can talk little bit about how our dreams of our youth can be the compass and how can lead us to the direction. And sometimes it's not really true, and we can have that compass, but not necessarily it's really important to completely rely on it. It can be as a compass, but I will explain you why. But you can use it as a tool to forward you, to direct you to that direction. But it's probably that would be go straight to the example, and I will explain you all the in the short term, in the very simple term, because from my experience, why it's good to have as a compass as it, but it not rely. So, for example, from my experience, from when I grow up. When I was a kid, and somebody asked me all the time, when you're a kid and you're young, always adult will come and talk with you, and you always ask you somebody a question: who would you like to be? And you always have prepared, and you have already, when you're a kid, you know it, and you have some kind of the path and imagination, visualization where you would like to be, and it's but it's not yet not all the things are yet started, because it's too many elements are there missing, but you already you visualize the thing. So I will explain you why we should not completely rely on that compass that of our dream of a child, what kind of profession we would like to be, and because that involves a very simple and basic thing, because just understanding how our mind is working, and how it's the process of imagination is working there, and because those actions in the past, they are all the facts and events and all those things that has happened lead us to the our mind and subconscious mind lead to the imagination actually combines all those things and lead to another thing. So I will go little bit of back and explain you why when I was a kid I wanted to be, for example, a sailor. It is very interesting to understand the whole process, why the person wants to be a sailor. And it's as you can see, I'm talking here, and I'm not a sailor, and my dream has not visualized, because I did not put all those things to but I did some other things, but we can go through them. Why the kid has imagined all those that he wants to be a sailor, and what events has led them to to dream about being a sailor. So we need to go to the even past events when you were even younger. So maybe when you were like 3-4 years old, and now we start to just began to start to talk, and you still to understand you're a kid and you don't understand how where you are, just you're a new one. So so now we go back to those moments and we explore them. So just imagine, my parents like to go to the to the river and to the lake, and we constantly go when the summer comes. We go to there and spend this time. We go there, do some swimming in the river, and the river has a strong stream, and you can see the water is fresh, and it's really nice to go do swimming. Or you go to the lake and you see all those beautiful forests and all those positive things, and and there is a lot of water, and how it's good to spend all the time in the water. So we see that I have one past element in my mind, which is already is a fact, is event, is already has happened in my subconscious mind. Is very ready for later 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 things. So and now leave us all these things aside, that beautiful rivers, lakes, and all that good time, that got good positive things into at aside. And now let's look at another. When I was a kid, I had a person, an uncle, who comes comes and he went to the college, and he was studying the things, and and he comes back and he opens the book and because I was a kid, I come and to him, and I also like to study with him, and he projects the light, and I open the book, and we look at the book, and we enjoy looking at the book, and but I am still young, and I cannot. I still don't know how to maybe to read. I don't know, but I see the pictures. I open the book. We open the book. We go through, but the book has a lot of images, and I go there and I see all kinds of knots, all those the illustrations how you need to make a knot, and there is all kinds of knots, and it's so many of them, and I still interesting to go to point, and we spend a good time in the evening in the light, and we have a good time there. So that is a event and past event which has happened, and now we start moving. So we have two events and two which has happened in the past, and here a little bit some time has passed, and and when you grow up a couple more years, and you maybe 6 or 7, somebody comes and asks you a question, who would you like to be? And suddenly it comes out from the mind some things that combine all those events and past and good thoughts and all that in events, and we combine all those ones and gives you visualization of who would you like to be in the future. So that is a question is. You answer, I want to be a sailor, because a sailor is suddenly people who maybe your father and mother is completely surprised. He said a sailor, but how come he can say that he's a sailor? Because we are not a sailor. We have a different profession. How could he imagine that he wants to be a sailor? So I have imagined two things, two very good things. That is spending a good time with in the evenings and studying the knots, and good time spending the time in the nature. So swimming in the river and swimming in the lake. And here we go. We have two different things that completely combine, and our subconscious mind absolutely processes them in that way that he give you a vision where you can go and where you can have a direction. So it is a good way to to keep that direction what you have dreamed of in the youth, to keep it moving to your goal of your life. But it's not necessary. You should not completely rely it. And whenever you grow up, you might want, or you have a direction in a little bit different, and that direction will be also, it will be some things of past events, and that positive, all those things that will combine you to evolve. And this kind of things will can thrive you through your life. So when you choose probably the profession who you would like to be, the best option would be never to choose on the things, material things that today that it's the most paid or the most prestigious, or in this way. So you have to go back and keep that initiate the process of your thought, and collect all the elements in your mind, and then that profession will be really when you will keep you moving forward towards and effortlessly during your life into some certain goal. So I have talked all those things really. Again, I have maybe mixed up some little bit and points, and have to move a little bit more forward, more faster. But I still mentioned all those things. So I think it's I have to do some more couple words, and I think will be near the end. So it is very important to know your directions, to know where you're going, and to have a really good picture, visualize really well where you're going, and all the dreams and goals and goals. They have to be all the small ones has to be implemented, and it have to have concrete plans and our determination. So every single time we set up the goals which are keep driving us to another bigger goal, and another bigger goal is driving us to another even bigger goal. So so in this way we can in this way, while we do all those things and keep working mentally, and this way we can when we work, we can really well master our skill, our mental skills. So we need to know the specifically we need to know the direction where we're going, and when we already know the direction where we're going, the way we want to be, then we start to go. But the process starts with mental thought, that we implant the good thought, and we go through the process of thinking, and starting up the process of imagination, and we let the mind to work and to give us the plan, and when we follow the plan and we start to go. So it is very important to know your route, to know your direction, and then to start and keep moving there. you don't want to go without any direction, just in this way. Just it's the most simple example would be you don't want to you come to the new city and you need to know the specific address where you want to go, and you set all those things, and you see the route, what streets you will follow, and then you start to go. So thank you very much for listening another another video, and I hope it was not boring and you found entertaining, and you have received good content and good information, and if you can use that content for yours to understand all those things. And at this moment I have to end the video, and to thank you very much for being with me, and I hope to see you in the next video. So have a good day wherever you are, and time to keep moving forward.